Hi, I'm Valeria from Placement Slovakia, and my guest today is Jeremy from France. Nice to see you, Jeremy.
Nice to see you too.
Please tell us more about yourself, about your background.
So, I'm 30 years old. Basically, I went to school until I was 23, doing wealth management. And then I started a career in real estate back in France, where I worked during 6 years, to be precise. And then I decided to move on, to make a change. And I stopped my work in real estate after those 6 years. And I was wondering what I could actually do. And I guess here I am now.
Pretty far away from France,
Yeah.
Bratislava. So what motivated you to come here for the internship?
I was really lucky on this because I was wondering what I would do actually after real estate. And I learned about, I heard of the program, Erasmus program for adults.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was only for students, but it's not. So I applied back in France, and I had to choose a destination, and I chose the middle of Europe,
Mm-hmm.
East Europe, from if we talk from France. So basically, I had a couple of choices. Bratislava was one of them, and I was lucky enough to get here.
It's a pretty good choice, Bratislava is very nice.
Yeah.
And did you have any concerns or fears before coming for the internship here?
Actually, I had none.
You're the
None
brave
at
one.
all. Yeah, I don't know if I was brave, but I guess everything was taken care of by you and the company back in France.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to wait for the date to come here, so it was really easy to apprehend.
Please tell us more about your position here. What did you do there? Maybe you faced some difficulties, or vice versa, it was pretty easy for you?
Everything was pretty easy because, like I said, you took care of everything. You put me in a great position to be able to just come here and focus on the work I was supposed to do. So basically, I had no problem before coming here. When I arrived, it was also quite easy. Like I said again, everything handled by you. I ended up in a good team, in a good company. So everything was great.
It's really nice to hear. Maybe you can share us what you did on this position.
I was working in a customer care service in connection with France, working
Mm-hmm.
from here to handle orders and questions from the French clients, the French market. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we have a backlog of customers, and they order products, and we have to handle it, make it as smooth as possible, checking on the stocks and everything.
Was it stressful, or you're very stress resistant?
At first it was, because I had to do the work and also get used to the software.
Mm-hmm.
and to the know-how. So basically it was not as stressful as this because my team was really nice and helpful.
Can you evaluate the impact of your manager, of your team leader on your development?
I had a great team leader. She answered everything I asked, basically. Even sometimes she would tell me what I needed to know even before I knew I had to ask it. So it's the best way like this. And the team also was really helpful, helping me with any question I would have, any problem I would face, while taken care of. As soon as I was facing some sort of issue, I would just have to ask, basically, and they would help me finding a solution to any problem I had. So
And I know that you're quite experienced, so this is not your first internship, not your first job. Maybe you can compare your experience in France and Slovakia, what is different, maybe approach to work.
It was really different for me because before I was, so like I said, in real estate, always running around, working on a smaller city, way smaller than Bratislava. Actually, totally different from what I was used to do. So if I can compare the way the people work here was probably less stressful than what I was used to. We have the possibility to manage our working time really easily. Working as long as we do the hour, we can manage our time during the day. So it was really nice to be able to move the working hours according to what I needed to do outside of the work. And also, working in a company like the one I was in was really different because it was a much bigger company than the company I was in. So the corporate culture is really different. There is more events.
And did you manage to maybe get acquainted with new people there, to communicate with them during events?
Yeah, sure. I met a lot of people. The team where I was in is actually quite big, and also the company has a lot of employees. So I met a lot of nice people.
Hi everyone, my name is Anastasia and I'm project coordinator of Placement Slovakia program. If you also want to get a cool work experience, make a new friend and also experience life in a new country, then you better join our Placement Slovakia program. We offer 5 months of Erasmus internship here in Slovakia in best companies. Check our positions on our website placementslovakia.com, fill in the application, and I'm looking forward to receiving your CVs.
How can you evaluate maybe the impact of this internship on your future prospects to be employed in France?
I am not sure about what I'm going to do next. But for sure it's going to be helpful because now I have another experience in another field, which is not real estate. So it's actually quite nice to be able to add this on a resume.
We really hope that we can help you to get employed in the future. But work is not everything. We work to live and don't live to work. So maybe you can share with us some insights of how you manage to combine with your leisure time, like work-life balance. Maybe some activities.
Of course. So Bratislava is a capital city, so there is a lot of things to do, especially when you arrive and you don't know the city. You have a lot of time, the weekends, to discover and go around the city, even go around next to the city in the countryside, which is really nice. Slovakia is a really nice country, and also the location of the city, not that far from other capital city like Vienna or Budapest. Also Prague, it is not that far by train. So when you're here, you have the best of everything, I guess I could say. It's a big city, but not too big. Everything is quite easy to get to. The traffic is not terrible. I guess you can be from point A to point B quite fast. And 1 hour from here, you have Vienna if you want to go for a weekend in a bigger city or discover another country. Budapest is a couple of hours from here too. So it's the location of the city is on the Danube is really a good point.
I know for sure it's pretty much easier to travel from Bratislava, as we have a joke that Bratislava has 2 airports, one in Bratislava and one in Vienna. So it's much easier than travel from France.
Or probably sometime.
And did you like Bratislava, Slovakia in general?
I had the chance to go in the countryside next to the High Tatras, the mountain. So it's really a nice country, really nice. It's not a big country, so it's easy to go around in a weekend or.
And could you share some insights maybe on cultural difference that you faced with food, language.
Language, of
Mentality.
course. Yeah. So you have to know that in Bratislava, basically, if you speak English, you can manage to live here without any knowledge in Slovak, in the Slovak language. So I didn't make a lot of efforts learning Slovak, I guess, because we always speak in English. So it's easier this way. And of course, the language is very different than the French language, for sure. Any cultural difference, I can't say for the rest of Slovakia, but for Bratislava, it's quite the same as France, I guess.
Yeah.
On the cultural front, I don't see a lot of difference, to be honest. Maybe Slovak people like to eat earlier in the day. So by 6 or 6:30 dinner is done.
And go to bed, yeah.
Go to bed, yeah. But in France we used to eat usually around 8 or sometimes even 9. So it's a difference, but you get used to it.
What would you recommend for the potential interns who still may have some doubts if it's worth coming to Bratislava for the internship?
I would say that first of all, if it's handled by you, they can be free of any doubt, because as you did for me, you handled everything.
Thank
from
you.
from my coming here to the staying to the apartment and everything. So basically, I just had to pack my bags and arrive here. So it was really nice. I mean, the way you do things on this front is really nice. I just would say to them to come and see and try. Basically, there is nothing to be afraid of. So.
And would you recommend the internship through Placement Slovakia for your friends?
Yeah,
For your other students?
actually, I'm not a student anymore. For students, if they have the chance to come abroad during the study, yeah, for sure, just live and see come around. But for the people who would be in my situation, actually, I would recommend it to come to Bratislava, to Slovakia through your program. I'm really glad I did.
Work in the office or remotely?
Office.
Don't think so long.
Yeah.
Weekends. Work in teams or individually?
Teams.
Bratislava is expensive or cheap?
Cheap for French.
Slovaks are friendly or secretive?
Friendly.
Describe Slovakia in 2 words.
Nice weather.
Slovak garlic soup or French onion soup?
garlic soup, I guess.
Slovak beer or French wine?
Oh, French wine.
And 2 things you miss from home?
The sun.
The sun.
And I don't know. Actually, 2 things. The sun and the wine, maybe. But you have really nice wine, actually, in Slovakia too.
Thank you. Pretty nice to hear. Okay, thank you for this interview.
You're welcome.
It was nice to have you here, and we really wish you good luck in the future.
Thank you very much.